In this video, we are going to learn how you can view your WordPress documents in a beautiful table or a grid layout. For this demonstration, we will be using the demo access of this Document Library Pro plugin. So we're going to click on View Demo, and we're going to ask for the admin access. Now, normally when you install and activate this plugin, a setup wizard will be launched. But since we're using the demo access, we're not seeing the setup wizard. But there's still option to launch the setup wizard from start. So what we're going to do is hover mouse over documents. This is the option added to your WordPress admin dashboard when you activate the plugin, and then click on settings. And on the top right corner of the screen, you can see there's an option called setup wizard. We're going to click on it, and this is going to launch the setup wizard. Now, as you can see, there are 7 steps. Actually, there will be 6 steps. It depends on which route you take, the table or the grid. So if you go through these 6 steps, you will be able to display your documents in a beautiful table or a grid. So it is recommended that you go through with the setup wizard. The first step is activating the license key. So this is the license key. This is where you add your license key, click on activate, and make sure the license is active. Then click on the next button, and it's going to allow you to choose your layout. You can either choose table or grid. Now, by default, table will be selected, but you can also choose grid. You can choose the grid layout if you have only a few documents. It will view your documents in a grid box, and it will look a lot beautiful. But if you have many content, a lot of documents, then table is probably the best way to go. All right. You can also enable this, which is the folders option. So if you enable this option, what will happen is all your categories will be displayed in a folder, and when you click on the folder, you'll be able to display your documents. So that's also another way of viewing your documents. Again, the final option is allow users to preview documents in a lightbox. Now, those of you who know what lightboxes are, you already know what this does. Basically, this will give you the option to preview your document. Okay, so you can have this enabled. Then if we click on the next button, you can see we are viewing the table option over here. We cannot view the grid. So if we had selected grid, we could have gone through this step. Now in the table section, you can display how you want to display your documents. Since this is a table, there will be several columns, and you get to choose what the columns are. So by default, this is what we get: the title, summary, category, file size, file type, and link. You can also drag and drop these in order to rearrange or reorder the columns. You can also add another column such as ID, content, image, file type, tags, author, custom field, download status, date, and last modified date. So there are a lot of options to add. If you want to add a column, just simply select it and click on add, and it will be added. All right. Now we're going to remove this. We only want this. You can also click over here and rename the columns if you want. You can also go through the advanced settings. You can choose the column width, responsive visibility, and even responsive priority. All right. Now we are clicking on done. And the next option is allow documents to be downloaded in bulk. So if you want the multi-downloads feature, you can enable this and load the document table one page at a time. So in case you have a lot of documents, it's recommended that you enable this. Otherwise, you can leave it blank. We are going to select it and click on next. Now it's going to show us the filter. Now you can also customize the search filter. If we click on this drop down, we can select either disabled. So the search filter will be completely disabled. But you can also show based on columns in table, or you can choose the custom. By default, the custom is selected. If you want to learn more about that, you can click on read more. I believe that this is the best option to go with. Then we can click on the next, and here we can choose extra features such as all access pass, password protect categories, and post table pro. Now you can see that these are actually paid features. If you need features such as all access pass, or if you need to password protect your categories, or if you want to get the post table pro, then you have to pay an extra fee. But for now, we don't need anything. We're just going to click on finish setup. And finally, the setup is complete. Now we can create a document, import documents by drag and drop or CSV, go to settings page, or customize design. So we are going to actually go to the settings page. We're going to click over here. And this is the settings page of Document Library Pro. Now, there are a lot of things to talk about, such as the license key, document library page, document data, document fields. Now, there are a lot of things to go through, but since we have went through the setup wizard, we will be actually good to go. We don't need to do anything else. Now, let's go ahead and view our site so we can view the table, how it looks like, we can see. All right, so this is the table. We have the title of our document, we have the summary, the category, file size, file type, and file link. Now remember, we enable the lightbox feature. We can also click over here to preview the file from here. Okay, so we're going to close it up. In this way, we can preview all these files. We can also download these files just by clicking over here. And for the search field, we can search here. And this will actually bring us the document that we are looking for. We can also cycle through the categories, tags, and file types so that particular category, tag, or file type will be displayed. To download any document, we can simply put a check mark over here and this download documents button will be available. If we want, we can choose multiple of these files and click on download and all these files will be downloaded. All right, so that's how the table looks like. Now let's get back to the dashboard and let's see how you can actually upload files. Now to upload file, there are various ways. The first way that I want to show is the media library. So normally what you do is go to your media library and then click on add media files, click on select files, and select those files from your computer and upload them to your media library. Now, after you have uploaded the files to your media library, what you can do is change the view to this table view. Then what you can do is select the files which you want to add to your document library and click on this drop down and click on add to document library. So once you do that, click on apply and all these files will be added to your document library. So that's one way. The other way is if we go to documents and click on add new, add your document title, document content, add excerpt if you want, select categories, select document tags, add file types, set featured image, and finally in the file upload, just select either file upload, click on add file, and you will be able to manually add your file from your media library or this section, or you can go to file URL. If you have the link of your file, you can add it over here and the file will be added. Then finally click on this publish button and that file will be added to your document library. So that's another way of adding files to your document library. Again, if you go to the import section, here you will be able to drag and drop all the files that you want to add to your document library from here, or you can click on select files. Again, if you want to upload a CSV file, you can click on this button and import the CSV file. Of course, you also need to know the CSV format, so you can click on read more to understand what the format of your CSV file should be. Okay, that's that. Now let's go to the settings once more and let's actually take a look at the grid layout. So from the settings, we're going to click on display and choose grid, and we are going to save changes. Now, if we go to our site, now you can see all your documents are viewed in a grid. You can notice that there are some documents which have the featured image and which don't have the featured image. So those documents with the featured image will be viewed like this. And if you don't upload the featured image, it will look like this. Okay. That's why if you have very low number of documents, you can choose the grid layout. But if you have a large number of documents, it's recommended that you use the table layout. All right, now let's get back to the dashboard. Basically, that's what you can do with this plugin. Now, this plugin gives you a lot of features. For example, if we go to the display layout here, you can choose options for tables, for grids. So for grid, what you want to include, you can include image, title, file name, file type, file size. You can include all this information. You can also customize the clickable fields, number of columns. You can choose from auto size to 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, or even 4 columns. You can choose the document title. You can choose the file name. So there are a lot of options to go through. But initially, if you go through the setup wizard, it will be enough and you will be able to display your files or documents in a beautiful table or a grid layout. All right. Of course, if you keep using the plugin and gain more experience with it, you will be able to look at the other settings and customize the table layout much more efficiently. Now, this was the demo access. Of course, Document Library Pro is a paid plugin. So let's go ahead and take a look at the price of this plugin. Now, you can either get the 1 plugin or 2 plugin bundle. The 1 plugin gives you access to the base plugin, Document Library, but the 2 plugin bundle gives you access to Document Library plus protected categories. You will be able to password protect your categories with this bundle. Now, the Document Library single plugin is available for $199, and you can also choose for how many sites you want to purchase this plugin for. For 1 site license, it's $119. For up to 5 site licenses, it's $249. And if you want to purchase 20 site licenses, you need to pay $399. Of course, there are lifetime purchases as well, which are just one-time payments, as you can see. The 2 plugin bundle, it starts from $159. If these are sold separately, this will cost you $198. But if you purchase this bundle, this can save you $39. You can purchase for 1 site license, which is $159. The 5 site license plan is $349. And the 20 site license is available for $599. And of course, like the single bundle, you have lifetime plans for 1 site, 5 sites, and for 20 sites. So that brings us to the end of this video. We hope it was helpful for you. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content such as this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.